Maybe it's just me, but right now I feel like CS has been a little bit stale in terms of the events that are available within the game and just the pro matches in general. And I do know that the RMRs are currently going on for each region, but it just feels like a regular CS match that really doesn't have much significance in my opinion. I don't know why, but it just feels very boring to watch the games. And with how packed the schedule is for CS tournaments, I could see why as to how I'm not really feeling it and watching those matches feel a little bit stale. After all, the Valorant matches that I have been watching recently are like the first ever major tournaments for the game itself, and it is still very new, so that hype is still relatively high up there compared to CSGO, where it's already like over 10 years, right? So it does make sense that the game can get stale, but I do feel like Valve could do so much more with such a popular game and just have the community more active in terms of either playing the game itself or interacting with the pro matches. Another area that can be interacted from is my affiliate link. I do have an affiliate link for skinport.com, which is a skins trading platform. So if you guys are interested in buying skins or anything of that sort, that affiliate link that I have will just help me out and support me. So if you guys are on Skinport, using that link will be greatly beneficial to me, and I'm thankful. Thank you. For the first aspect that I talked about in terms of how Valve can help interact more with the community in terms of making them play the game actually, first off, they could just improve their matchmaking. Recently, I did play a few matchmaking games offline, off stream, and like 3 out of the 4 matches I actually played had hackers, and it just made me not want to play the game anymore. That's not the first impression you want new people to have on CSGO. Going on to third-party applications like Faceit and ESEA are just not really the method that a lot of people want to go towards. And although I do have Faceit and I can just go on there anytime, it's just that I just want to simply click on matchmaking for CSGO. It's just so simple, so easy, yet there's always that chance that a hacker will be in the game, and it just prevents you from clicking on matchmaking itself and just avoiding it entirely. Why should I go on some third-party application for the game when they already have a built-in matchmaking service that I can use? But hey, there's hackers there, so if you want to go there, then go ahead, which is like, come on, Valve, what are you doing right now? Are they like reinforcing VAC for like 10 years or something? Are they trying to future-proof it like crazy? Because it's not even doing anything right now. We see hackers all the time in matchmaking, yet they never get banned. It's kind of insane. I would say that matchmaking is really the most important aspect that they should really focus on at the moment, since that is where people will actually experience the game and try to enjoy it. So if matchmaking isn't improved, I feel like not that many people will go towards CSGO and instead just go to competitor Valorant, where you can just instantly queue up for a game and for the most part you don't really experience any hackers. But that was just from my own time playing Valorant, so I'm not too sure whether or not there are many hackers in the game. Also, recently, we did have Operation Broken Fang. It's supposed to be, something really fun to do, and you have like a bunch of different missions to actually play from. But honestly, I felt that it was just a bit redundant compared to Shattered Web, where it was essentially the same missions, the same tasks that you had to do, and co-op was pretty fun, playing with another friend and playing the story mode itself. That was pretty enjoyable, and there were some good few missions here and there, but I felt like that was way too scarce, and for the most part, the missions were just very tedious and very boring. The operation itself didn't really feel memorable to me in terms of the overall play, but the skins of course was there and people were going crazy with it in terms of investing, such as myself, talking about it all the time. But I felt like for the more casual viewers and players, just playing the missions and having fun should be a huge priority. But, having the shitty missions all the time isn't fun. Who knows if it's the limitations of the source engine itself that just limits the type of missions that you can actually play with. I don't know, but I feel like Valve and their CSGO dev team should be a bit more creative in future operations. Well, more so on the lines of the CSGO dev team. I doubt Valve really care about CSGO since everyone knows that Gaben really loves Dota 2 compared to CSGO. But anyways, other than that, I just hope that future operations can just be a bit more improved on in terms of the mission plays, since I just did not have fun with a lot of the missions in Broken Fang. It was just not an enjoyable experience, but it was just mainly for the skins for my part. So hopefully the missions can be fun, aligned with the skins too. It would also be cool to have a seasonal events or some sort of tiny events along the year when there's like a lull between operations and important CSGO events. That would be really cool to have, since it would really incentivize people to actually play the game and just have fun and enjoy with the rest of the community with the events that go along throughout the year. It could be very minuscule, but I think that would really relay that the CSGO dev team and just Valve in general really care for the game, and I think it would resonate within a lot of people and the CSGO community that, hey, this game is not dead whatsoever. This game is still being cared for, and there's still a bunch of fun things you can do within CSGO. I have no idea how large the CSGO dev team actually is to make this even viable, but I feel like for such a large game like this, there should be a lot of people working on it, since I think it would really bring a lot of new people to the game itself and just boost revenue as well, which is something that Valve really loves. Of course, moderation for new events would be something that should be advised, since too much of a good thing is a bad thing after all. So who knows, maybe one day they'll think of this and do this, but I do think and believe that having some sort of seasonal events or some tiny ones along the way throughout the game would really boost it and just make it more enjoyable at the moment. We've also had a bunch of CS tournaments throughout the year, and it is just so saturated to the point where every CS match doesn't even feel special at all. It just feels like another event where you always see the top teams battling it out, and that really ruins the significance of having a top team. It just feels like every team is just battling, and especially with this online era, a lot of the games just feel the same and nothing really feels hype at all. I know this is just me ranting about the game once again, but I really do feel strongly about CSGO. It is a game that I have been playing since 2015. It has been already 6 years, which is pretty insane, and I just want the game to continue growing and growing, but I feel like it's just stagnated to the point where it just got a bit dull. And now that we have VALORANT in the mix, people will be choosing between VALORANT and CSGO to play and put more of their time and effort into. And just right now, it feels like Riot care more for VALORANT in the terms of they're constantly updating the game, they're constantly listening to people's feedback to improve the game itself, whereas Valve are just very silent, and their Twitter account is just full of memes and all that garbage. We don't even need that. We just need the game to actually improve, and we need real communication with Valve themselves. So it's just really not looking good at the moment, in my opinion. I just feel so disheartened, and it's just sad to see that such a popular game like CSGO is not being treated the way it should be, with the proper respect it really deserves and the proper money being put into the game itself. I do know that the CSGO tournament circuit is open, so any organizer and TO can just do whatever they want and have their own production where they use their own money. But for the majors themselves and for the RMR events, I feel like Valve should actually put a lot of their resources and money into it as well to help the tournament organizers to improve it and make it seem and feel like the RMRs and the major itself are truly the spectacle that you have to watch. If Valve can now take a page off of Riot's book, that would be really amazing, and I think a lot more people would be willing to watch CSGO matches, and more so the major, if there's actually some money and production value that makes it stand out. If any of these things ever happen to CSGO and time and money is being put into the game to actually make it improved upon, then I think way more people would be willing to actually play the game itself, and it would also be very good for us investors who are putting money into the game, and we could see all the skins rise in price as well. So that'd be pretty cool, right? But who knows? Let's see. that's it for my rant about CSGO and the improvements that they could make to make more people come into the game. And if you did enjoy this video, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. And thank you guys so much for tuning in as always. I hope you have a great day, and hopefully I could stream more now since my finals are finally done. They're the finals, so I don't have any more classes for the time being until the next semester. So hooray, no class. I don't like class. But let's see, I'll probably upload some more videos too, so stay tuned for those and have a great day. I'm Lightning, signing out. Peace.